For Inside Carolina, I'm Ross Martin. We went on site to Cox Mill High School, talked to head basketball coach Jody Barbee about 2018 UNC signee Leaky Black. Among the topics discussed were his strengths as a basketball player, his game at the college level, the position at UNC that Leaky will play, some comparisons to other college and pro players, and areas in which Leaky will need to improve once he gets to Chapel Hill. We're here with Coach Jody Barbee, head coach at Cox Mill High School, coach of Leaky Black, UNC signee. What do you think Leaky's strengths are going into college? What do you think he's going to be able to do really well at the college level?
Leaky's skill set, is unique. To be 6'8", play the point position, plays really positions 1 through 4. So I think that's really going to help him next year as he enrolls at Carolina during the summertime, and they'll kind of define his role, throughout the summer and the fall. But and I think he passes the ball. His vision, court vision, is unbelievable. He pitched the ball ahead from one end of the baseline about to the other end of the baseline, which really goes to what Coach Williams wants to do as far as getting out running. So when he can rebound the ball, take 1 or 2 dribbles and pitch it ahead, Carolina's going to have fast break opportunities. So he defends really well with his length, long arms. Only thing I think, right now he really has got to spend a lot of time in is his shot. It's got to be more consistent. I think that's the biggest knock for him, coming from other coaches, as far as scouting reports go, let him shoot it. But he's very capable of making the shot. He's just got to be comfortable to release it. So it's a mindset with Leak. He's really got to get into the mode where he's confident enough in shooting the basketball.
And you kind of mentioned playing point guard. It sounds like he's been told he's going to have a good shot to play point guard. That's kind of how he's entering. Yeah. What do you think about that? Is that where you think he is when we talk about him as a junior and senior at UNC? Yeah,
I think so. I think he's a point guard first, maybe a point forward, however you want to put it, because the game really has transitioned away from positions. It's, it's a positionless game. But, yeah, his instinct is to play as a point guard. And he doesn't look to score. He looks to get his teammates involved. He looks to do the other things that a point guard should do, run the show, get them where they're supposed to be. So he's got a great chance. He's got to go up there. He's got to compete. You got 7th, Kobe. I think they can intertwine Kobe at both positions, off guard and on the ball. So, with us, we always had 3 or 4 point guards really on the floor as we played this year. So it was very beneficial to us as far as not being able to be pressed and trap and turn the ball over. So I think Leak's got a really good chance to go up and compete for a lot of minutes as a freshman playing the point guard position.
And what UNC's been doing, they did with Marcus Page and Joel Berry, is kind of play 2 ball handlers at the same time. You can see him and Kobe doing that, and 7th. And both
can score, both do different things. Kobe's a dynamic scorer. Kobe can handle it too. But I think if you have somebody on the floor like Leaky, that can push the tempo where Kobe can get out and just run, pitch it ahead. Kobe's good in transition, knocking that 3-point shot down or getting to the rim and finishing under contact. So I think that's really going to play to the strength of North Carolina next year with the 3 guards that they'll have being able to play the point guard position and play off the ball at the same time.
How did you kind of see his recruitment go? It sounded like once UNC was interested, it kind of moved fast.
Moved really quick,
Any insight on that?
Yeah, he was at Concord at the time as a sophomore when the offer happened. I've been close to the family. I've known Leaky for years and watched him grow up and play middle school basketball. So once Coach Williams, extended the offer to Leaky as a sophomore, I really shocked me. I told people if it lasts more than a month before he commits, I'll be shocked. I think that was a great fit. I thought it was a great offer from Coach Williams, and I thought they did their great evaluation of what Leaky's game is and saw that he was going to continue to grow as a player, as a person, and I felt like he really fits in that Carolina family.
And obviously you saw him play a little bit at Concord, and you went to Florida, and you coached him his senior year. How have you seen him grow as a player as he's gotten taller, he's gotten longer, and his skill set's kind of expanded? Can you discuss that growth as a player from early high school to now?
Yeah, watch him grow up as a freshman, and watch him his freshman and sophomore year live, playing against him 2 or 3 times a year. He always seemed to have really good games against us. In fact, there was one game that he took over the game really late. I think he ended up scoring 27, 28 points that game against us. His sophomore year, he took the game over late. They went into a spread formation, and they come up, set ball screens. And it was just hard to stop him coming off the ball screen, getting dribble penetration, because he was so long he can go down and finish. But to watch him go to Montverde and play more off the ball, he kind of looked uncomfortable at the time to me. That's the way I felt. And I felt like he needed to really be put back on the ball. So when he got here, he understood his role as he was going to play point guard. We were going to pitch it into him on makes. He was going to push it. But at any other time of rebound, Wendell, Cody, or Caleb, or Leaky got it, they were all free to, bring the ball up, push it, and create our tempo. But, I've watched him grow as a person. Carl and Sean have done an extremely great job of raising him. He is off the court, on the court is probably too polite. He really needs to be more of a dog sometimes. But off the court, he is, a tremendous human being. Great kid, great character. He does his stuff he's supposed to do off the court in the classroom, and the people here, the admin at Cox Mill High School and teachers rave about just what a great person Leaky is. Like I said, it goes back to his parents doing a really good job, and just Leaky just being a good person. But the aggressiveness, he needs to pick up a little bit of dog mentality, and I think he will as he gets older and starts maturing and understanding the college level game, that he's got to be more aggressive, and I think he'll do that.
You mentioned shooting as something he needs to work on. Is there anything else you think he needs to kind of just focus in on as he gets playing that bigger competition, faster competition?
Yeah, he's got to get. Yeah, he's just got to get his shots. Got to get more consistent. He's got to be willing to shoot it, and he'll put in the time with Hubert. He'll do a good job of getting him in there, getting reps up, and the strength and conditioning guys. He does a great job. You watch some of those kids grow, or they walk in as freshmen and see their bodies change over the years.
And with his frame.
Yeah, with his frame. You watch Kennedy Meeks, how much he slimmed down and became more muscular in 4 years. Leaky's frame, he can stand to put on probably 20 pounds of nothing but muscle and be really a dominant force in 4 years. I think Leaky will play 4 years of college basketball, but you never know. He may leave as a junior if things go well for him. But yeah, I think the strength thing and the consistent being willing to shoot the basketball are two of his biggest things that he needs to work on. I think he understands the game.
Yeah, and he's unlike, I think, any player that UNC's really had in terms of his, I guess Kendall Marshall kind of in what he can do, that skill set. But do you have a comparison for him, maybe NBA player, someone that's well-known that you think his game right now kind of resembles? I know it's kind of tough to put you on the spot there.
Yeah, you watch how Brandon Ingram kind of plays the game a little bit.
Yeah, same frame.
Yeah, same frame, handles the ball, will play some point, bring it up for him at times. He even did it at Duke. Kind of that same role. Theo kind of played the point forward role, point guard role at times. You watch Joel default to him a couple of times, pitch the ball back to him and let him bring it up, let him get the offense. So kind of that same mold, really. But I think Leaky could be more of a dynamic scorer. I think he has the ability to finish around the rim, but also to shoot the jump shot. He just, it's going to be a process from day one once he gets on campus till he leaves.
Cool. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, man, thanks, Ross.